Hello, my name is Jonathan Hopkins. I am one of the founding members of Smith Street Stage, and since Beth Ann and I started Smith Street Stage in 2010, I've been its executive director, which means I've worked in some form or another on all of the Shakespeare in Carroll Park shows that we've done over the last decade. So I have a lot of memories. About the park and all the things that we've done out there. And the one that I wanted to share is from one of the shows that I acted in, and it was the Henry IV Part 1 and 2 Summer. I was being directed by one of my dear friends and another founding member of Smith Street Stage, Joby Earl. And I was playing Falstaff, which was the best part I've ever played before or since. And it was the last weekend, sort of the tech weekend, when we were coming around and starting to do dress rehearsals and runs and getting the lights up and costumes on. Joby asked me how I was feeling, and I told him that I felt pretty good about Part 1. I thought I was pretty funny. But Part 2 seemed off for me. And he gave me a really, really great note. He said, well, you know, I think in Part 2, your character is just trying to get back to Part 1. Because in Part 1, everything is fun. And in Part 1, you're around Hal. And in Part 2, there aren't scenes like that. And I think your character just wants to get back there. And so I think it's probably right that it doesn't feel good. Because I don't think it's supposed to feel good for your character. It really clicked in my brain, this conversation he had with me. And from then on, I would think when I was acting it, in Part 1, I'm just trying to have fun. And in Part 2, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to have fun, but it's not working because that's just the writing. That's just the story of Part 2. It turned what felt like an actor's failure into a failure of the character. So it's a really brilliant note. It made me stop thinking about myself as an actor and put me in the thoughts of my character, which is where an actor's thoughts should be. And I think the reason I've been thinking about that summer a lot is because I feel like that's where we are now. That we had a wonderful period where we had a lot of fun and we were together and we shared a lot of beautiful moments. And now we're in Part 2 and our focus is just getting back to Part 1. Our focus is just getting back to a place where we can be together again and we can share stories again and we can experience things as a community again. So I want to say on behalf of Smith Street Stage that that's where our focus is now, getting back to where we can be together again and in the park again and having fun again. Thanks, everyone. I miss you. I love you.